Hey there, welcome back. If you're tuning in, I think you're going to want to hear this. It might just save a life. Have you ever heard someone say that pancreatic cancer is the silent killer, that it gives you no warning? Well, that's not exactly true. Here's the reality. It's actually the smartest cancer. And ironically, that makes it the easiest to find if you know where to look. Sounds contradictory, right? But this is the truth about pancreatic cancer. It sends you a warning letter 3 months in advance, but here's the heartbreaking part. 99 out of 100 people take that letter, throw it in the toilet, and flush it away without a second thought. I've been a board certified family physician for over 36 years. I want to tell you about last winter. A retired school teacher came to see me. She said, "Doc, I just have a little bit of bloating," but by the time we ran the tests, it was already too late. I opened her chart from 3 months earlier, and there it was, written in black and white: stool frequently floats. Her original thought back then, "Oh, I probably just ate too much bacon or fried food, folks." Let me tell you something. The pancreas is the most unique organ in your body. It's like that quiet neighbor who lives upstairs, never makes noise, never causes trouble, but the day they knock on your door, something major is happening today. I'm going to show you the 3 SOS messages your pancreas sends you through your toilet. The first one, you see it every single day, but almost nobody understands what it means. The second one, it makes your toilet surprisingly hard to clean. And the third one is the most urgent. The moment you see it, put down your phone, get in the car, and go to the hospital. If you love your family, hit that follow button right now. Don't let this video scroll away, because from this moment on, every time you use the bathroom, don't just flush and run. Turn around, look closely for 10 seconds, just 10 seconds. That small habit is the difference between we caught it early and cured it, and we are so sorry. There is nothing we can do. Every single sentence I'm about to say comes from 36 years of seeing too many tears, too many regrets, please. Don't let your family member become the next statistic, because the truth is, pancreatic cancer is never truly silent. We are just choosing to ignore the noise. So first things first, where in the world is your pancreas, and what does it actually do? To be honest, most people go their entire lives without ever knowing they have this organ. It's tucked deep in your belly, hiding behind your stomach. It's not big, only about 4 or 5 inches long, smaller than the palm of your hand. But don't let its size fool you. It has a massive job. You know how in traditional wellness philosophies they say the spleen and stomach are the foundation of your life energy? Well, in modern medicine, a huge part of that job is actually done by the pancreas. It is the lead engineer of your entire digestive system every day. Your pancreas produces digestive enzymes that break down the food you eat, especially fats. Think of fat enzymes as dish soap. You know how after you cook a steak or fry an egg, the pan has that slick layer of grease. You can't wash that away with just water. You need dish soap. The moment you add soap, that grease dissolves. Fat enzymes are your body's natural dish soap. That fatty brisket you had for Thanksgiving, the butter in your morning toast, the oil in your salad dressing. Your pancreas releases enzymes to wash that fat so your body can absorb it. But what if the pancreas is in trouble? What if it's inflamed or there is a growth inside it? It stops producing enough of that dish soap. That undigested fat has nowhere to go. It just travels down your intestines and ends up in the toilet, and this causes 3 very specific changes in your stool. I've seen this so many times. Some patients are paying attention, they come in early, we catch it, and they survive, and then there are others who flush every single day without ever glancing down. By the time they show up, it's just too late. So let me explain these 3 changes in detail. You don't need to take notes. I'll make it clear. Just remember to give yourself 10 seconds before you flush. Change number 1, floating stool. Last spring, a 42-year-old woman came to see me. She said, "Doc, I have this weird thing. My poop floats. It sits on top of the water. I have to flush twice to get it to go down." I asked, "How long has this been happening?" She thought for a second. "About a week." My heart tightened. We ran the tests. Sure enough, her pancreas was in trouble. But here is the happy ending. Because she noticed early, we treated it, and today she is completely fine. She told me later, "Doc, thank God I looked down at the bowl that day. Why does stool float?" The science is simple. Normal stool is mostly water, bacteria, and fiber. It's denser than water, so it sinks to the bottom of the bowl. But if that stool is packed with undigested fat, fat is lighter than water, it floats. If you pour a tablespoon of cooking oil into a glass of water, it rises straight to the top. Same exact thing happens in your toilet. How to tell if it's a problem? If you have floating stool for 3 or more days in a row, and it's persistent, not just once. That's a red flag. Now, of course, If you ate a massive greasy pizza or a whole basket of fried chicken wings the night before, it's probably nothing to worry about. But if you haven't changed your diet and it's happening every day, that is not normal. If you're still watching this video, it means you genuinely care about your health and your family's health. Drop a 1 in the comments so I know you're listening. Change number 2, greasy, sticky stool that makes your toilet hard to clean. I remember a retired teacher who came in. He said, "Doc, you're not going to believe this, but I spend so much time scrubbing my toilet now. The stool is so sticky, it sticks to the bowl like glue. I have to use a brush to scrape it off." I asked him, "Does your stool look like it has a layer of oil on top? Shiny maybe?" He paused and said, "Yeah, actually, it does look like someone poured oil on it." "How did you know?" I told him, "That's called steatorrhea, fatty stool. It's a classic sign. When the stool contains a huge amount of undigested fat, it doesn't just float, it glistens. You might see actual oil droplets on the surface of the toilet water. And because fat is sticky like grease on a pan, it adheres to the porcelain. You might flush 3 times and it's still there. If your toilet has suddenly become a nightmare to clean, and this has been going on for more than a week, don't just blame it on the plumbing. Your pancreas might be trying to get your attention. Change number 3, the most serious sign. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you see this signal, please drop everything you are doing and go to the doctor. Do not wait. About 10 years ago, a patient walked into my office and said, "Doc, for the past 2 days, my stool has turned a very strange color. It looks like clay. It's grayish white. But here's the other thing, my urine is suddenly very dark, like iced tea, almost like strong coffee." The moment he said that, my stomach dropped because those 2 signs together, white stool and dark urine, almost always mean one thing: a blocked bile duct. We did a scan immediately, and sure enough, there was a tumor in the head of the pancreas pressing against the bile duct. Let me explain why this happens. Normal stool is brown because of bile. Your liver produces bile, which flows through a small tube, the bile duct, into your intestines. Bile contains a pigment called bilirubin. Think of it as natural food coloring for your poop. The pancreas and the bile duct are literally neighbors. They sit right next to each other. So if a tumor grows in the head of the pancreas, it often squeezes the bile duct shut. That blocks the food coloring from reaching your intestines. Without that brown dye, your poop comes out pale white or clay colored. Meanwhile, that trapped bile has to go somewhere. It backs up into your bloodstream, your kidneys try to filter it out, and they dump it into your urine. That turns your pee dark brown like tea or soy sauce. Please, please remember this: white, pale, or clay-colored stool plus dark urine equals a medical emergency. Do not wait. Do not say, "I'll see if it goes away tomorrow." Go now, because in this case, time really is a matter of life and death. Let me summarize those 3 signals again. 1, floating stool happens for many days in a row. 2, greasy, shiny stool leaves oil in the water and sticks to the toilet. 3, pale or white stool and dark urine, most dangerous. Get to the hospital immediately. Those 3 signals are hiding in your toilet bowl every single day. If you just take 10 seconds to look, you might find a life-saving clue. But here is a problem. Some people watch this and say, "My stool looks totally normal. It sinks, it's brown, but I was still diagnosed with pancreatic cancer later." Why? Because besides your stool, your body sends you 6 other SOS signals. And honestly, these 6 are even easier to miss. If you're still here, keep listening. Signal number 1, bone deep fatigue. This isn't "I'm tired because I worked late" or "I'm tired from chasing the grandkids." This is a fatigue you cannot explain. It feels like your battery is at 2% and the charger is broken. One patient told me, "Doc, I feel like I've been hollowed out. I did nothing all day, but I feel like I ran a marathon." Why? Because your digestive system isn't absorbing nutrients. You're eating food, but your body can't turn it into energy. It's like having a full tank of gas but a broken fuel pump. The car just won't move. Signal number 2, unexplained loss of appetite, especially towards fatty foods. Suddenly, you can't stand the smell of bacon frying in the morning. The thought of a cheeseburger makes you nauseous. I had an older patient whose family thought she was just trying to lose weight. She went from eating full meals to forcing down a small bowl of soup. She said, "Doc, even looking at food makes me feel sick." We tested her pancreas, and unfortunately, we found the problem. Please don't ignore this. Signal number 3, a stubborn radiating back pain. This one is extremely tricky. Most people think they pulled a muscle or have arthritis. They go for a massage, they put on pain patches. Nothing works. Pancreatic pain has a specific pattern. It's usually in the middle of your upper back, right between your shoulder blades. It's a deep, gnawing, dull ache, not a sharp muscle spasm. Here is the clue. If you lean forward like hugging a pillow, the pain sometimes gets a little better. But if you lie flat on your back, it gets worse. Also, Eating a meal might make the back pain worse. If that sounds familiar, don't just blame your mattress. Tell your doctor signal number 4, unexplained weight loss. This is not the kind of weight loss anyone should celebrate. If you are not dieting and not exercising more, and you drop 5% of your body weight in 1 to 2 months, that is a serious warning sign. For example, if you weigh 200 pounds and you suddenly lose 10 to 15 pounds without trying, your body is screaming for help. It means the nutrition you are eating is not being absorbed, it's going right through you. Signal number 5, yellowing of the eyes and skin jaundice. This goes back to the bile duct problem. The very first place you see it is in the whites of your eyes. They turn a pale, lemony yellow. Then eventually your skin follows. Some people think, oh, maybe I ate too many carrots. No, carrots turn you orange, not yellow. If your eyes look yellow, and especially if you also have the pale stool we talked about, your pancreas is likely involved. Signal number 6, unbearable, whole body itching. This is not a mosquito bite. This is not dry winter skin. This is a deep, maddening itch caused by bile salts depositing under your skin. Patients tell me they scratch until they bleed. It gets worse at night. They can't sleep. It feels like ants crawling under their skin. This happens because the bile that can't go to the intestines spills into your blood instead, and those bile salts irritate your nerve endings. A patient once came to me because he was itching so badly he had to take cold showers at 2 in the morning. We did a scan, and sure enough, a pancreatic tumor was blocking his bile duct. Now, listen to me carefully. I am not saying that if you have one of these symptoms, you have pancreatic cancer. Probably you don't. But if you have 2 or more of these symptoms and they have lasted for more than 2 weeks, I strongly recommend you see your doctor. Get an ultrasound or a CT scan. Early detection truly saves lives. Here is a tough number according to major global cancer data published in The Lancet in 2019. The 5-year survival rate for pancreatic cancer is less than 10%. That is terrifyingly low. Why is it so low? Because more than 80% of patients find out when it is already advanced. The cancer has already spread. And this is a big but, if you catch it early before it spreads, the treatment outcomes are dramatically, almost unbelievably better. And the latest dietary guidelines for Americans from the HHS and USDA clearly state that improving your diet and lifestyle can significantly lower your risk of digestive system cancers. So these signals are not something to ignore. Okay, we've talked about a lot of scary things. Your mind might be feeling heavy, but now I have some really good news for you. Protecting your pancreas is not hard, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. There are 3 specific foods. You can find them at any Walmart or Kroger that are cheap, delicious, and incredibly effective. I call them the Pancreas Protection Trio. Number 1, cabbage, green cabbage, red cabbage, or even Napa cabbage. Do not underestimate this vegetable. It has a nickname in natural health circles, nature's stomach medicine. It is rich in a rare nutrient called vitamin U. You might not have heard of it, but it's a powerful healing factor for mucous membranes. It helps protect and repair the lining of your entire digestive tract, including your pancreas. How to eat it to keep the vitamin U intact. Use high heat quickly. Soak the cabbage in salt water for 10 minutes to remove any residue. Then hot pan a little oil, toss the cabbage in, and stir fry for about 2 minutes until the leaves soften slightly. Do not overcook it. Don't boil it to death. Aim for about a fist-sized portion a day. It's cheap, it's available all year, and it works. Number 2, spinach. The anti-inflammatory champion. Spinach is loaded with flavonoids and folate. These are powerful antioxidants that help your body clean up harmful free radicals and reduce internal inflammation. They give your pancreas a calm, stable environment to work in, but timing is everything. You have to cook spinach in about 20 seconds. Here's why spinach has oxalates. If you don't blanch it, oxalates block calcium absorption and can cause kidney stones. But if you boil it for too long, you lose the folate and flavonoids. Here is the golden 20 seconds rule. Bring water to a boil, add a pinch of salt and a drop of oil. Drop the spinach in, count from 1 to 20, then pull it out immediately. This removes most of the oxalates but keeps the good stuff. Drain it. Mix with a little garlic and sesame oil and you have a delicious, healthy dish. I eat this 2 or 3 times a week myself. Number 3, red grapes. The magic of red grapes isn't in the juicy pulp, it's in the skin and the seeds. They contain a powerful compound called resveratrol. You've probably heard of it. It's a top-tier antioxidant that's been studied for anti-aging and cancer prevention, including pancreatic cancer. How to wash them. Don't pull them off the stem one by one. That lets dirty water get inside the fruit. Wash them as a whole bunch. Put the bunch in a bowl of water. Add a teaspoon of flour or cornstarch and gently swish. Flour is great at grabbing dust and pesticides. Then rinse with clean water. How to eat them. You have to chew the skin and the seeds. Yes, they taste a little bitter. That bitterness is the resveratrol. Don't spit them out, swallow them. A small bunch, about 15 to 20 grapes. Every day is excellent for your pancreas and your heart. Here's a sample day: morning, a few grapes; lunch, that 20-second spinach salad; dinner, a stir fry of cabbage. Your pancreas will genuinely thank you. Now, let's talk about things that hurt your pancreas. You might be eating these every day without knowing the damage. First, processed meats: sausage, bacon, ham, pepperoni, beef jerky, deli turkey, and those frozen meatballs. To preserve color and shelf life, manufacturers add nitrates and nitrites. When those chemicals hit your stomach, they can convert into nitrosamines, powerful carcinogens that have a direct toxic effect on the pancreas. I know breakfast is hard, I know bacon is delicious. But try to make it a weekend treat, not a daily habit. If you really crave it, try making your own fresh meat patties at home. It's more work, but it's safer. Second, deep fried foods: fried chicken, French fries, donuts, egg rolls, fried fish. When you heat oil above 350 degrees Fahrenheit, it creates chemicals like acrylamide and benzopyrene. Both are linked to cancer. Plus, all that fat forces your pancreas to work overtime. It's like asking an employee to work a double shift every single day for years. Eventually, they burn out. If you love crispy food, try an air fryer or bake it in the oven. The texture is a little different, but your pancreas will breathe a sigh of relief. Third, refined sugar and sugary drinks: white sugar, high fructose, corn, syrup, soda, sweet tea, fancy Starbucks, lattes, cookies, pastries, and even seemingly healthy fruit smoothies with extra syrup. Here's what happens: you drink a large sweet tea, your blood sugar skyrockets, your pancreas panics and dumps a massive amount of insulin to bring it down. Do this every day, especially the treat yourself afternoon latte, and your pancreas becomes exhausted. It becomes dysfunctional. If you need something sweet, try a spoonful of honey in warm water or just eat the whole fruit. An apple is fine. Apple juice is not. Fourth, alcohol. I have to be very direct here. Beer, wine, liquor, cocktails, all of them. Alcohol directly stimulates the pancreas to produce too much enzyme, while also causing the duct that drains the pancreas to swell shut. So those powerful enzymes get trapped inside the pancreas. They start digesting the pancreas itself. This causes acute pancreatitis, which is incredibly painful, and over time, chronic pancreatitis, according to the Sleep Heart Health study, which followed over 5,000 participants drinking just 30 grams of pure alcohol a day. Roughly one standard beer or one glass of wine increases your risk of pancreatitis by over 200%. Chronic pancreatitis is one of the highest risk factors for pancreatic cancer. I have seen too many patients who develop pancreatic problems from years of drinking socially for work. If you can, don't drink. If you absolutely have to for a special occasion, keep it very small. Drink water or tea instead. Fifth, high saturated fat foods. Fried foods are bad, but so are fatty cuts of red meat, ribeye steak, T-bone, animal organs, liver, kidneys, butter, heavy cream, and whole milk. Try this swap. Replace red meat with fish or chicken breast. Replace butter with olive or avocado oil. Sixth, high salt and pickled foods: pickles, salted fish, salted duck eggs, heavy soy sauce, kimchi, and sauerkraut if they are very salty. High salt intake damages the stomach lining, causing chronic inflammation. That inflammation doesn't stay in the stomach, it spreads to nearby organs, including the pancreas. Try making fresh salads at home. Use vinegar, lemon juice, and herbs for flavor instead of salt. Look, I know I just listed a lot of your favorite comfort foods. I'm not asking you to be perfect. You don't have to throw everything away today, but try to eat them less often. Instead of every day, try once a week. Instead of a huge portion, try a small one. Small steps lead to big changes. Besides food, there are life habits that are crucial for your pancreas. First, eat until you are 80% full. Eat at regular times. Don't skip breakfast and then binge at dinner. Don't go to a Thanksgiving buffet and eat until you can't move. How do you know when you are 80% full? When you feel like you could take two more bites, but you don't need them. If you feel like you can't eat another single bite, you are at 120% and your pancreas is struggling. I've seen many cases of acute pancreatitis triggered by one single massive greasy meal. Second, go back to basics with cooking: steam, boil, stew, or lightly saute. Remember the 3 less rule: less oil, less salt, less sugar. Our grandparents were onto something with light eating. Third, drink the right liquids. The best drink in the world is warm water, then plain tea, then unsweetened soy or almond milk. Say no to soda and sweetened juices. Even 100% orange juice, because there's no fiber in it, spikes your blood sugar almost as fast as soda. Drink at least 6 to 8 cups of water a day. Sip it throughout the day. Don't chug a gallon at once. Fourth, get good sleep. Try to be in bed by 11 p.m. Why? Because between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., your liver and gallbladder, neighbors of the pancreas, are most active in repair and detox. If you are awake scrolling on your phone, you are missing that healing window. Also, a 20-minute power nap at noon is incredibly restorative. Traditional wellness practices call this the magical noon nap. It's free and it works. Fifth, gentle exercise. You don't need to run a marathon to protect your pancreas. The best exercise is walking slowly for 30 minutes after dinner. That's it. Walking helps your stomach empty gently and reduces the workload on your pancreas. Wait about 30 minutes after eating before you walk so you don't get cramps. If your knees hurt, sit in a chair and swing your arms or march your feet in place. It all counts. Studies show that walking 30 minutes a day lowers your risk of diabetes by about 20%. And diabetes is very closely linked to pancreas health. Here is your small homework assignment. 3 small things, no pressure, but do them. Day 1, tomorrow morning when you use the bathroom before you flush, turn around, look, is it floating? Is it greasy? What color is it? Day 2, go to the grocery store, buy 1 head of cabbage, 1 bunch of spinach, and 1 bunch of red grapes. Cook them the way I showed you. Quick stir fry the cabbage, 20-second blanch for the spinach, and eat the grapes with the skin and seeds. Day 3, open your refrigerator and pantry, look for processed meats like hot dogs or bacon, sugary sodas, and super salty chips. Throw away the expired stuff and make a promise to yourself. Those are sometimes foods, not everyday foods. These 3 things don't cost much money, they don't take much time, but if you stick with them, they can genuinely change your health. All right, my friends, we've talked about a lot today. From reading the SOS signals in your toilet bowl, to the 3 foods that protect your pancreas, to the list of foods that hurt it, and finally the everyday habits that keep you safe. Listening to this video is good, but taking action is what saves lives. I have sat in exam rooms and watched families cry. And honestly, every single time I see a patient who could have caught this early, if only they had looked at their stool, if only they hadn't ignored the back pain, it breaks my heart. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and tell them sooner, tell them to look before they flush, tell them to put down the processed meats. That's why I make these videos. To put the knowledge in your hands before it's too late. Your health isn't some distant goal. It lives in your daily choices. The way you look in the toilet bowl, the way you cook your dinner, the way you take a walk, and especially for those of us over 50 or 60, our bodies are like older cars. They need a little more care, a little more attention. Please don't dismiss every ache and pain as just getting old. Your body loves you more than you know. It tries to talk to you. Learn to listen. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you love. Click like, leave a comment, share your own experience. Your simple share might be the thing that helps them avoid a major health crisis. Oh, one more small thing I almost forgot. If you often feel discomfort where your pancreas is, right in the middle of your upper belly, there's a simple acupressure trick that many of my patients find helpful. Look at your left hand, find the fleshy web between your thumb and index finger. That's called the Hegu point with your right thumb. Press firmly, not to the point of pain, but a deep pressure, and hold for 30 to 50 presses. You should feel a dull ache or numbness. In traditional medicine, this point is believed to move energy through the digestive system. Let me be clear, this is just a helper for comfort. It is not a treatment for cancer, it does not replace your doctor, but as a daily, low-cost self-care habit, it's lovely. Thank you for being here. I hope you and your family stay healthy and safe. Remember, on the road to health, we walk together, slowly, steadily. And one final, legally important reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your own doctor before making changes to your diet, lifestyle, or medications. If you are dealing with any health concerns, especially the symptoms I described today, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I am here to help you understand the science. I am not here to replace your doctor. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video.